Welcome to Instant Replay presented by Cheez-Its. I'm Andrew Wiebe. This is Bobby Warshaw. I'm back in the saddle, and let's get it started with some controversy from MLS Week 10. We start in Houston, where the Dynamo are up 1-0. We'll get to that in a little bit, but this is the play everyone is talking about. Zlatan and Romel Kyoto with, I don't know what this is in the box. This is just petulant from both of them. But this elbow from Zlatan, Bobby, is that a red card?
It's not a red card, and here's the thing, Andrew. Zlatan knew what he was doing.
He did.
He was getting a little retribution on Kyoto, but even in the age of video review, we want this in the game. We want players to have a little edge. It didn't quite get to the line. I say no red card.
I don't know if we want this in the game. Zlatan knows what he's doing. Romel Kyoto does too. He stuck his head up in his armpit. This is little brother stuff. I think it's a yellow card for both. Now, if Zlatan hit him in the head, that's a red card for me, but he didn't, so it's a yellow in my opinion. Back to the goal, 2 minutes in here, Alejandro Fuenmayor scores, but the flag is up. AR2, Danny Thornberry ruled this one offside, but then they go back and check, they review, Alan Kelly says, good goal. Do you agree?
You can understand why Thornberry thought that Fuenmayor was offside. It's very close as the Galaxy defender pops forward, but video review did a nice job correcting it.
And here's a little wrinkle you might not have been thinking about. When did the whistle blow? Because if it blows before the ball goes in the back of the net, they can't go back and review this one. And you see Alan Kelly go back to his ear after ruling the goal. They're just confirming that yes, no whistle was blown, and it wasn't. Good call here from the referees. To Minnesota we go. Vancouver 1-0 losers in this game, but maybe it could have been different. 6 minutes in, Nicholas Mosquito steaming into the box. The rebound is there. Michael Boxall clips his legs. No PK. Should it have been?
Boxall definitely gets it. Boxall clips Mosquito's heels. Mosquito falls, but the thing is, Andrew, the ball was probably out of reach of Mosquito, and I would rather see this not called when the attacker can't actually get to the ball.
Yeah, at the very, very most, this is careless. Boxall does not do this intentionally. It's just a coming together in the box. Now, if Mosquito could get to the ball, I would say PK. Go back and look at this. We zoom in. He's not getting to that ball. So in the spirit of the game, I think this is the right call, no PK.
And we move to the 51st minute. Score is still 0-0 when Mason Tolley kind of loses cool for a second and Minnesota goes down a man.
Yeah, kinda. No, he definitely did. This is an elbow into Kendall Watson's chest, off the ball. There's some frustration here. Don't care why you did it, just care what you did, and that is violent conduct and a red card. But it was 0-0 in Seattle as Crew SC came to town. Big call here in the 13th minute. Hilario Grajeda is in the middle. Rosendo Mendoza is the VAR. Pedro Santos comes in high. He called for a foul. Then there's a check. Then there's a review. Then there's a red card for serious foul play. I agree with all of it.
Andrew, I'm torn originally, because when he first lifts the boot up, it's ugly, but I'd be okay if that wasn't given as a red. The thing is, he kicks out at the end. He stamps forward, mid-air, straight into Roldan's face. That's when the red card is clearly guaranteed.
Look, we've gone through a bunch of these plays this season. I think even without the kick out, that's a red card. This guy's not an NFL punter. Clear the ball in a reasonable way as you come in, not endangering the safety, not with excessive force. Serious foul play, good call there on the red. Back to Friday night we go for another possible red card. Toronto-Philadelphia, BMO Field. It's the 55th minute. Sebastian Giovinco is already on a yellow card when he comes into this clash with Simon Elliott, and yeah, he kicked out. He definitely kicked out.
He definitely puts his boot into Elliott's chest. The ball isn't there. Andrew, if that's not a straight red, it should have at least been Giovinco's second.
Yeah, that's a yellow card at the very least for me. But you know what? It would have effect. Sebastian Giovinco scored a goal late in this one, his first of the season, and Toronto won 3-0.
And we go next to Bank of California Stadium, also known as
The Bank,
where AR1 Corey Rockwell had a tough decision on his hands in the 9th minute in the game between LAFC and Dallas.
Yeah, look, the goal counted here for Steven Beitashour. If you go back and take a closer look, I'm going to freeze frame here. I think he's barely offside, but I got the freeze frame. Corey Rockwell does not have that. So in the age of video review, I think he's absolutely correct to keep that flag down and let the play out. And when you go back and look, I don't think you can review it as well. It's not clear or obvious. It's so close. Props to Corey Rockwell, props to Jeremy Marufo, and props to VAR Caleb Mendez. I think they got this one right, and it was a tough one. No props to the blue side of New York. 4-0 losers in the New York Derby to the Red Bulls. Kevin Stott was the referee in this one. Mark Geiger is the video assistant referee, and we have a bunch of handball calls to take a look at. By the way, Red Bulls fans, it wouldn't have mattered. You won 4-0. But we go to the 21st minute anyway. Alexander Collins with one of his 2 in this game. Ball hits him in the arm, Bobby.
It does hit him in the arm, and I would have called it a penalty because his arm went toward the ball. It might not have been on purpose, but subconsciously his arm attacked the ball. Should have been a penalty.
Whoa, subconsciously attacked. I don't think it's a PK. It comes off the deflection. He's thrown himself into a tackle. He doesn't know where his arms are and what they're going toward, just that he's trying to balance himself, and it's just fine.
Andrew, Alex Collins popped up again in the 44th minute and once again for a potential handball.
Yeah, this one for me is a handball, is a penalty kick. It's stuck between his arms. It's going to fall to Bradley Wright Phillips because he doesn't get there. He thinks so too. He pauses. No call, clears the ball, should have been a PK.
Mary Poppins over here, we agree on that one, and I think we also agree in the 48th minute when Red Bulls could have been called for a penalty of their own.
Kamar Lawrence here, red card for the hair, although applause for the chance taking there from the barber. But no, I don't think this is a PK. Arms behind the back, he doesn't move toward the ball, he doesn't have any opportunity to get out of the way, it just hits him. Good no call. Might as well keep it rolling with handballs. We go to Sporting KC, Colorado. It's 0-0 in the 11th minute. Jack Price is standing over the ball. He takes the free kick. It hits Ilya Sanchez, but where does it hit him? It hits him in the arm, Bobby. Look closely. But is it a PK?
Armando Villarreal says no penalty, and I agree with him. Andrew, where do you want Sanchez to put his arm? It's close to his body. When your arm is up against your body, it's deemed part of the body, therefore it's a good no call.
Okay, that's fine. If he doesn't move his arm or move toward the ball, and if you watch this closely, I think he gets that chicken arm out there. He knows what he's doing. He dips, he throws the shoulder forward. Those little motions tell me that Ilya Sanchez is trying to use that arm as a tool to block the ball. He did it. It's a PK for me.
Wiebe, you're always talking about chicken wings.
I know for a fact they got good chicken wings in the Windy City. We go to Fire Atlanta United. It's 2-1 in the 72nd. Ezekiel Barco comes in on Dax McCarty, and that doesn't feel good, but is it a red card?
Well, referee Drew Fisher calls the foul right away. He gives a yellow to Barco right away. But Andrew, if you look at the foul itself, it's not a red card offense. The boots aren't raised, Barco doesn't come in high, but if you watch it again, it just feels like Barco knew what he was doing.
And you know why? Because he glances down as he's coming into the tackle. You can see off both feet, into the ankle, the plant foot, that's endangering the safety of your opponent. For me, that's excessive force, and therefore, a red card.
One last one for the day, and we go to Montreal. Andrew, there are some questionable calls that did not go Montreal's way, but ultimately they won 4-2, and it was their first goal that we have to look at.
The score is still 0-0 on first half stoppage time, and Anthony Jackson-Amell is in behind thanks to Nacho Piatti. Slow this down, freeze it, look for the point of impact on the pass. Yeah, to me, too close to say that's offside. I think he's onside. I think his head and the backside of the defender are even. Good goal. All right, that's it from us. Week 10 of Instant Replay presented by Cheez-It. As always, Bobby.
Remember, if you see something, say something, get at us with the hashtag Instant Replay, and thank you to everyone that already has.
Yeah, we are sure you're in the comment section thanking us as well. Team Bobby, Team Wiebe, let us know. We'll see you next week.